George Russell has delivered a stunning start to the 2026 Formula One season, putting Mercedes on pole position in Melbourne and leading a remarkable front-row lockout for the Silver Arrows. In a chaotic qualifying session filled with drama, incidents, and surprises, Russell proved untouchable when it mattered most. From the moment qualifying began, the pace of the Mercedes looked serious. Russell quickly established himself at the top of the timing sheets, setting the tone for what would become a commanding performance throughout the session. But the real shock came early in Q1. Max Verstappen, the four-time world champion, was among the first drivers to head out for a flying lap. As he approached Turn 1, disaster struck. The rear axle of his Red Bull locked under braking, sending the car spinning helplessly into the barriers. The crash immediately triggered a red flag and left the reigning champion out of qualifying before it had truly begun. It was a dramatic moment that instantly reshaped the entire session. Instead of fighting for pole, Verstappen now faces the daunting task of starting from the very back of the grid. When qualifying resumed, Russell wasted no time returning to the top of the leaderboard. The Mercedes driver set the fastest time in Q1, comfortably ahead of the chasing pack. Behind him, a mix of teams battled for survival as the elimination zone quickly filled with big names and unexpected exits. Meanwhile, Russell's teammate Kimi Antonelli was staging an impressive recovery of his own. Earlier in the day, the young Italian had heavily damaged his car during final practice, leaving his mechanics in a race against time to rebuild the machine before qualifying. The red flag caused by Verstappen's crash gave the team the extra minutes they desperately needed. Antonelli rewarded that effort by pushing through to Q2, keeping Mercedes firmly in contention for something special. As the session moved into Q2, Russell once again showed his authority. His opening lap was almost half a second quicker than the nearest rival, a statement performance that underlined just how strong Mercedes appeared around the Albert Park circuit. Antonelli continued his comeback as well, placing himself firmly among the frontrunners, and hinting that a Mercedes 1-2 could actually be possible. But the drama wasn't finished yet. When Q3 began, another unexpected interruption brought the session to a halt. As Antonelli left the pit lane, cooling fans that had been attached to his car had not been fully removed. One flew off into the gravel, while another bounced down the track and was later crushed by a passing car. Race control immediately waved the red flag while marshals cleared the debris. Once the session restarted, the fight for pole finally unfolded. Russell wasted no time laying down a formidable benchmark. His opening lap put him comfortably ahead of the field, immediately placing pressure on every other driver attempting to challenge him. Antonelli then produced one of the moments of the session. On his final attempt, the rookie delivered a brilliant lap that briefly placed him at the top of the timesheets, sending a wave of excitement through the Mercedes garage. But Russell had the final word. Moments later, the Briton crossed the line with an even faster lap, sealing pole position with authority and confirming a sensational front-row lockout for Mercedes. Behind the silver cars, the rest of the grid struggled to match their pace. Red Bull's Ishak Hadjar delivered an impressive performance to take third place, while Ferrari and McLaren were left chasing the dominant Mercedes pair. For Russell, the pole position marks a powerful statement at the start of the new season. After years of fierce competition at the front of Formula One, Mercedes suddenly look like genuine contenders once again. And with Verstappen starting from the back after his crash, the stage is set for a fascinating race in Melbourne. The question now is simple. Can Russell convert this pole position into victory, or will the chaos of Albert Park produce another twist in the opening race of the season?